The vast majority of Protestants in America believe in a doctrine which is commonly known as once saved, always saved. This belief states that once a man enters a saving relationship with God through faith in Christ, there is nothing he can do to lose that status. Justification is a one-way valve, and anyone who has it no longer need fear the possibility of damnation. However, the doctrine of once saved, always saved comes up against a critical test. If you can find one place in the New Testament where the inspired author warns his audience, an audience whom he regards as Christians in a state of justification, with the possibility of damnation, the doctrine would be falsified. Is there such a thing in the New Testament? There are dozens. One example of this is the close of James chapter 5. James says, "My brothers, if anyone among you wanders from the truth and is brought back by another, you should know that whoever brings back a sinner from wandering will save his soul from death and will cover a multitude of sins." So let's think this through. James is talking about the spiritual condition of a brother, so a person in the Christian community. He says that this brother wanders away from the truth, but is then brought back. James says that while he was away from the truth, his soul was in danger of death, spiritual death. But then he's brought back to the truth by another Christian, and thus James says his soul is saved. If once saved, always saved were true, James should have known that the brother in question was safe from spiritual death all along. Instead, he describes him going from safe to being in danger of spiritual death to safe again. And lest anyone say this brother was never a true Christian to begin with, James specifically says that he's brought back to the truth, not brought there for the first time. So unless you want to say that somehow spiritual death isn't a reference to hell, once saved, always saved is false.